Hello and welcome to Blood on the Clocktower. Today we are playing Trouble with Sects, which is the other version of Trouble with Violets. It is a mishmash between Trouble Brewing and Sects and Violets. Uh, my theme for my Zoom background is the witch, which it's a good idea to keep in mind when the witch is in play, so I don't instantly die. But I will go to the roles that are in the game. Alex is storytelling. Don't know if I've ever played in a game where he's story told before. But yeah, the good roles and the evil roles are both a combination between Trouble Brewing and Sects and Violets. I am the Librarian, so I will learn about an outsider. There is only one outsider, unless there is a Fangu. If there's a Vigor Mortis, then there are none. I would learn that there are 0. Librarian, or that there are 0 in play. There's no balloonist. So either there is 0, 1, or 2. If there are 0 or 2, then that means the type of demon. However, I would only learn if there's 0. Wouldn't learn if there's 2. So, I don't know what the inspiration for that is, but I'm going to wait and see what Alec has to say.
Hello, Stephen.
Hey, what up?
So, you learn either Kinney or Joe is the klutz.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
Welcome back, everybody. I have been murdered alongside Michelle, and you all are the very intelligent detectives going out to solve this murder. One of you is a demon. Since there are 8 players, I will give you all 8 minutes to discuss before we come back to the town square. Good luck.
Would you care to talk to me, Joe?
Sure, why not?
Join me.
George, you want to have a chat?
Yeah, sure, Søren. Let's go.
My room?
Over to yours. Yeah.
My lair?
What do you say, Stephen?
Just telling Joe to join me in my lair.
Kenny, do you want to have a chat?
Care to tell me what you are?
I don't know. You gonna tell me what you are?
I wasn't going to.
Okay, then I think we're in agreement. I'll give you 3. Will
Okay.
that work?
Yeah.
I'm either the mathematician, the sage, or the flower girl.
Interesting.
Are you actually the witch? I mean, you're telling us that with your background, so.
I am not telling you that with my background. My background is inspired by a role in the game. It doesn't imply that I am the witch.
Okay, you say so. Are you? Can you give me any information whatsoever?
Sure, I'll give you 3 since you gave me 3.
Okay.
You have to give me a moment. I didn't think about this. I thought about a lot of things. I thought about telling you I was the witch, and I thought about picking you with my witch ability, but I didn't actually think about giving you my 3 for 3.
Well, I don't think I'm going to nominate today, so picking me would be bad. You won't get anything out of it.
All right. I will say that I am the town crier, the flower girl, or the oracle.
Cool.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a good thing we were so concise with our whisper.
Yeah.
The evil clown.
Matthew, you want to talk?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yep. Your room?
Yeah.
Well, hello, Stephen.
Hey, what up?
Are you good this time?
Nope.
Nope. Darn.
Are you?
Well, don't kill me as the first one then.
Kenny, would you care to talk?
Haley, you want to have a chat?
Yeah, we can chat.
Kenny?
Yeah, I can do, Stephen.
I'll come to you.
Alright, my place.
Yeah, your room is on the top.
Yeah, but I think George and Michelle is still in there.
Okay,
I
then we
don't
can
know.
take.
What's up?
Have you hard claimed yet?
Not yet.
I would like to hard claim with somebody. Would you like to hard claim?
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad shout.
Okay. What are you?
Okay, I am the klutz.
Okay. I am the recluse.
Close. Does that mean there's probably a Fangu then?
Yeah, I guess that would have to mean that.
Yeah. That would make sense. Well, that helps narrow things down.
Well, what are your thoughts on the klutz?
Klutz. Just wonder if they are evil. It's not. If you die early, I suppose it's not a bad thing.
So I've only seen the klutz lose the game once.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that big of a risk, but it is a risk. What do you think about dying day one? Just to sort of.
If no one else wants to, then.
Because if you die day one, then.
But we don't need to execute anybody because there can't be a big BotC.
Well, the problem is that the longer the game goes, like let's say you make it to the final four and then you die, and then there's three people, yeah, and two of them are evil. Like you suddenly have a really crappy deal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's just making sure you pick the right person straight away.
Well, anyway, I'm going to clear things up just so that there's not confusion, because confusion is good, and I don't want there to be confusion. I'm the librarian that saw that you were the klutz.
All right.
I just thought it would be funny to claim an outsider to you. I didn't realize that I was going to be mucking up the demon type.
All right then. Sound Librarian.
Yep. And I whispered with somebody else, and they did not claim to be the klutz, so I'm inclined to believe that you are the klutz.
Oh, it's sound.
And my thought was that if you die, you should pick me. Or the other thought was that I could claim to be the Washerwoman, and you could claim to be a Townsfolk, and then when you die, you pick me. But the problem is, if I'm dead when you die, then that isn't there anymore.
Yeah. So I should pick early.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's safer to pick early. The thing is, if I die, then you'd have to find a good player.
Yeah, that's true. It's whether or not I trust you enough, or you're just saying that to get me to pick you early.
I don't know why you would say that. I mean, I've always been nothing but honest. I did see you as the librarian. I don't know what you're on about.
As the klutz. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I as the librarian saw you.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I suppose I could pick you early on.
I mean, the sooner you pick me, the earlier that my team wins.
Yeah. We'll execute me, and then I'll pick you.
All right, sounds good.
Sound.
Sorry.
George, do you want to chat?
I could chat with you,
sure.
Soren, if you'd like.
Let's go. I'll go to yours.
Go, George. I'll go to your room.
Room, Stephen?
Sure.
It's mine.
We can go to mine.
Okay.
If I can get the thing to work.
Oh, Do you want to do a 3 for 3?
3 for 3. No.
Okay.
I was just going to tell you that I was the washerwoman.
You
I already-
was the washerwoman.
Yeah, and I confirmed my person.
Okay. Okay. Then I might be an outsider.
What?
Yeah, because of the information I got, I don't got you in a ping, and if you're the washerwoman, my pings don't match up. So I think
What
I'm
are
an
you
outsider.
talking about?
I saw you as the barber.
You saw me as the barber?
Yeah, a potential barber.
Are
But you just said you were the washerwoman.
librarian?
So, yeah. Or the flower girl or the sage. Then you have my 3 for 3. So yeah.
Okay, but you just claimed that you were the librarian. Okay.
Buddy, I'll give you all a minute to discuss what you found out today before nominations are open.
Okay,
Good luck.
I found out that Soren is evil.
Oh, me too.
Oh, come on.
I think,
never just
but
said
based
it.
on what I've heard, I've heard 2 outsider claims. So I'm thinking Fangu maybe? Question mark.
2 outsider claims.
Did they
Well,
just claim outsider
not
or
really-
claim
not-
what outsider?
Not really claimed. It's more like one was like has seen another outsider, and one was like a soft claim. But you know.
Well, I only claimed outsider for the comedy.
Well, the comedy could be because it's true.
Yes, well, that's the tragedy.
All right. He thinks it's Shakespeare, doesn't he?
Nominations are open.
All right, I nominate Soren.
Steven nominates Soren. State your accusation.
There's some shady business happening.
On Tooten.
He's
Oh,
either
yeah.
a good player that's lying, or he's a bad player that's lying. By the way, he's lying, and we should punish him.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
your
fair
defense.
enough. But it wouldn't be the best kill?
Oh, you're just a minion.
No.
Oh well, what the heck.
Maybe it's one of the outsider claims. So we've just had like 45 of them.
All right. Since there are 8 living players, this takes 4 to put Soren on the chopping block. Vote starts with Steven.
Please don't kill me.
Really want to.
Yeah, I know. Whoa.
Want to.
2 is not enough. Soren is safe for today. Any other nominations?
I'm going to nominate Stephen.
George nominates Steven. State your accusation.
If he's good, he's not a bad kill. Also, I don't want to kill good players, but I think there's possibility of him being evil. I've heard he's in an evil ping. So either way, it's low cost. If he's good, he's like not a bad kill. If he's bad, then he's the best kill.
Steven's defense.
I don't know who you talked to, but I lied to everybody but one person, so good luck.
All right. 4 is enough to put Steven on the chopping block. Vote starts with Hella.
I do think we missed our mark here. Wow. Anyway, Soren's evil, and you just allowed him to dictate the kill.
Steven is marked for execution. Any other nominations?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not letting Soren take credit for that. I nominated you. I'm taking credit for the kill.
Soren had that last vote before it got there.
I think
I put my hand up like the first.
I didn't notice.
it would be good if somebody nominated the bottom of the circle. I don't want to say the name because I don't want to out anything.
Stephen,
Just say it.
No,
so you're not afraid of the witch, Stephen, this time?
oh,
'Cause
I
he
guess I
gets
wasn't
nominated?
afraid of the witch.
I thought that was a good idea right up until the point you said I lied to everybody except for one person. So,
You were the person I didn't lie to.
how can I believe that now?
Sure.
Dude, I firmly believe in not allowing evil to know what's going on. You are not evil, so I didn't have to worry about that.
I mean, if everything you're saying, if it's true, makes sense.
Yeah, that's the thing.
All right. Final call for
Hella,
nominations?
nominate Kenny.
I don't
Otherwise,
mind
the game.
Stephen not dying.
Otherwise, the game will go off the rails.
Are you sure?
Game with you stealing
Kenny-
the
Kenny's
rails?
okay.
No, surely
Kenny's
not.
okay with it.
Okay, Helen nominates Kenny, and hopefully I don't die by a witch.
Ella, state your accusation.
Stephen?
I think that we should kill Kenny
Take over.
because I'm the fortune teller, and I would like to get at least one night of information.
You said librarian, you fucking lying.
No, I'm not telling the truth to anyone but you, and everybody else is here. So we need to save
If
me.
you are the fortune teller, you should have had one night of information, Stephen. So, still
I-
vote for Kenny.
Well, okay, well,
All right,
whatever.
Kenny's defense?
No sense.
Kenny, fall on the sword.
Kenny's defense?
Didn't you get any information, Stephen?
Apparently not. He's the worst fortune teller ever.
And I was a little bit suspicious that he just voted when we have a witch in the game, because normally the witch would choose Stephen.
I think he
Hmm.
put his stuff on mute or everything on mute when he was told his information, I reckon, as a
Oh,
fortune.
Kenny, do you want your defense?
No.
Wow.
No?
It's
Okay.
okay.
4 will tie
Yeah.
to save Stephen. 5 is enough to put Kenny on the chopping block. Vote
If
starts
what
you
he's
guys-
saying is true, I am a better kill, but
Well, if he was the fortune teller, he should have had some information, and he claims
Exactly.
he had had any. So
No, I said I wanted at least one night of information,
1
and
is
you're gonna
not enough.
kill me, and I'll get one night of information. It's just the bare minimum. It's like what I give at work, the bare minimum.
It could also be a pigback that hadn't worked yet.
Oh, I need to close that.
Especially on a Friday.
I'm very disappointed in you all.
Final call for nominations. All right. Stephen is executed, dies, and you all can go to your breakout rooms. The game continues.
Well, if Soren is evil, which I claimed Librarian, or I claimed Washerwoman to him, he claimed Librarian to me. I am the Librarian. He is lying. But I lie all the time. I lie to everyone about everything. So, I don't know. But I am now dead. That I do know.
Welcome back, everyone. You awaken to find the dead body of Hella. There are 6 living players. I will give you all 6 minutes to discuss. Good luck.
Hella,
Helen,
can
you
we
want to have a
talk?
chat?
I think the last 3 games I die as the first one. So annoying.
Hella, I think that you should talk to me and not Soren.
I think you should talk to me and not Stephen.
Write this
both
in.
of
I think you should trust me and not Steve.
They should arm wrestle for you.
No,
Why
I'll
don't you
talk to
talk to
someone
me?
else.
No
Then.
way, you see these pod cleaner arms?
Joe, do you want to chat?
Hella, who are you chatting with?
Muted, son.
I don't know.
Sorry, yes, I didn't. I was muted. Who asked
Ella,
me?
go to your own room.
Kenny did.
Get there
I'll go to
first.
your
Yeah,
room,
I'm
Joe.
going to
Okay,
my room.
you want to come to my room?
Yes,
You
please.
can come.
Go, run. Martin or Matthew, would either of you like to talk?
Well, hello, Stephen.
Hey, I am the Librarian.
You are the librarian. Kind of Søren claimed that to me too.
Yeah,
said,
he did. That makes him evil, right?
Yeah, and him and George, they talked together as the first ones.
George is
And
evil
then
too?
George nominated you. And
Uh,
I'm not kidding. John killed me as the first one in the last game where he was evil.
So I got Joe and Kenny as my pings. I talked to Joe. I claimed 3 bogus rolls to him because that's what I do. And he did not claim the role that I saw him as. And then I talked to Kenny, and he straight up claimed the role that I did. And so then I told him that I was a different thing. And then he was like, that means it's a Fangu. And I was like, well, that's not good. Let's not put that nonsense into the game. So then I told him I was the librarian that had seen him. And I think he believed me. But then I continued to lie to people. And then I said that I lied to everyone but one person, and he was confused. So I do think you're good. So I'm going to share with you that he is the klutz, which is why I wanted him to die, so he could pick me, because I was confirmed to him and vice versa.
Okay, and now I'm also dead. And
what were you?
The mathematician. I learned a 0, a 0.
So I did see correct.
Yeah, everybody would not have malfunctioned, if you can say so.
Now, one question about the mathematician is, if there's a drunk, does the drunk add to the mathematician? Because the drunk is actually...
But that drunk doesn't malfunction because the drunk is the drunk, right?
Yeah, that was the question. So if the drunk was in play, that doesn't... Like, I could have been the drunk librarian, and still you would have gotten a 0, right?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah. That was what I would suspect, because that is how the drunk works.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of, well, there are, I think, homebrew characters that specifically say you learn about malfunctions and if there's a drunk or something, which I think is more useful, obviously. Yeah.
The drunk.
Yeah, well, that's
right?
fine. I'm just saying it's definitely more useful.
Yeah. So at the moment, I'm still suspicious of Søren and George, I think.
Yep.
But I don't
Yeah,
know.
I just put a thumbs down for Soren and George. Soren, so here's the thing. Soren double claimed me. That doesn't mean he's evil. He could have had a good reason for that. But why the heck would you pick Librarian as a lie? That's such a crazy thing to say.
Yeah, and then would he then be evil together with George?
I don't know.
Because he should have been able to get some bluff rolls.
Yeah, well, I don't know who's good. And I'm dead, and you're dead.
I just learned that nobody got in wrong information. So, yeah.
Well,
so
I was inclined to believe you, and you died at night, which double inclines me to believe you were good.
Yeah. Is there any way I would... You don't have a rigor mortis, do we?
There is.
Yeah, we do actually have a rigor
but
mortis.
I was the librarian that saw an outsider. I would have been told that there were no outsiders if I was... if there was a vigor mortis. And the only way that could not be the case is if I was the drunk, and if I was the drunk, then I'm the outsider that can't exist.
Yes, so we definitely can't have a vigor mortis in the game.
That would seem to be the case. Now, the only possibility is that there could be a poisoner, in which case, like,
then
somebody
I would
could
have
get bad.
gotten a 1, except if they poisoned me.
Yeah. Well, you could be the drunk, and I could have been poisoned.
Yeah. But would you drunk
But
the mathematician?
that's really... Well, you wouldn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but... Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I think I'm gonna head back.
Yeah.
I think I implicitly trust you. I don't know if you implicitly trust me.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay.
You have to figure out if someone has been, if you have a minion in the game.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I trust 3 people, including myself, and 2 of them are dead, and the other's the klutz.
That's bad, pretty bad.
Yeah.
And we could have a snake charmer, but then someone would turn good.
Yeah.
If that happened.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Joe, do you want to work on our basis of mistrust?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay, come to mine.
Okay.
I am the librarian.
Okay.
And you were one of my pings, which is why I wanted to talk to you. You did not claim the role that I saw.
I'm not an outsider. So...
Well, I know that, but that's my point. Is that basically my goal was to validate my information. When you didn't claim one of those roles, I knew that you were not really important to me.
Okay.
However, Soren has also claimed to be the librarian to me. I told him I was the washerwoman, and then he said that he was the librarian. So I think he's evil.
Okay. And Kenny was your other ping?
Yes, and he was confirmed.
I can tell you that a town crier has did find that a Minion nominated yesterday. Only 2 people nominated yesterday were you and George.
Are you the town crier?
I am not.
So is it George? Because George is evil.
Like I said, George is.
Have a
Steven, it was
minute to
just you and
discuss.
he who nominated. So
That's awesome to know. So George was a minion.
That's funny. That's
Cool.
funny.
Notice how Soren thought that was funny because he knows it's true.
I did call them
Even
those
every
two-
time you say something, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I've already
'cause-
told you the way my week is going. It's George and Soren.
Yep. Soren's
I
the
will-
demon.
I will share
Yeah.
my information. I'm the mathematician, and I learned a 0 the first night, so nobody should have malfunctioned.
Okay.
Except if they are the real drunk, then they will still get drunk information because then they didn't malfunction.
So do we want
But
this
if
to
you
go to the
have
final
two
3, or
out-
should we just kill Soren today?
I could finish this game and play
We
a new
could
one.
have a Scarlet Woman, right? So then
Yep.
we would have to kill
George, are you the
first.
Scarlet Woman?
I'm not. No, I can't believe it. We're just saying this
Fair,
game's
it
Steven,
would be
unfortunately.
I would quite enjoy killing Soren and passing to George, then killing George to win it.
That would be awesome.
I would enjoy that very much.
I don't think we should really kill Soren just yet. I don't think.
I always think we should kill Soren.
So I
Nominations
think
are
there's a
open.
Fangu, and if there's 6 people left, we get a kill today. It takes us down to 4. I think we may as well leave it a day and then get 5, narrow it down to then the 3.
But it is
The problem we've
Soren
got
and
is that
George.
if there is a Fangu,
Then there's 2
I've
outsiders.
got two outsider claims. Yeah, so I mean, we kind of need to kill the outsiders really, because anyone could be the demon. If say Hela, again, that's just a theory. If Hela was the Fangu and then hit, say, Kenny or the other outsider claim, then
I
the
think we
other
should
problem we
kill
have
George. I think we should kill George.
the other problem we have, the Vortox is on the script. So if we don't kill anyone, we could lose.
Don't think
Ah.
it's water.
well said, Joe. I don't think it's
So
Vortex.
Soren's the Vortex. Got it.
It's the
Steven's so full of it.
And if that's true, all info
who's
is
claimed
bad.
who's
No, it's not a
claimed-
Vortex then. I know it's not a Vortex because my information was good. All right, we'll say he's
who's
the Fangu.
claimed So we've had 2 claims of outsiders from 2 different librarians.
Well, that's the problem is
yeah.
that one of the librarians is Soren.
One of them is you,
Second
Steven.
call for nominations.
Let's nominate Soren.
Yes. Oh, George.
Is that an actual nomination?
I
or just
can't.
a-
I'm
Hello,
dead.
what is this?
Will someone nominate, please?
Yeah, I'll nominate Martin
Ugh,
Plus,
Soren has nominated
how
Martin.
helpful.
State your
because
accusation.
I'm not evil and Martin is pushing really hard to kill me. So that sounds very evil in my ears.
But-
So yeah.
Soren, I played 3 games this week and pushed to kill you in every game.
Is
And
that your
you
defense?
know that's true.
I'll just have to check my notes.
My notes at the top say kill Soren. That's all it says.
There are 6 living players. 3 will put Martin on the chopping block. Vote will start with Steven.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's right. It starts with George. My bad. I was looking at the wrong
You
hand.
scared me. I had to pull my hand down
Get
quicker.
one more on this. So we have 1 on the chopping block in case we have a Vortex game.
2 is
Martin.
not enough.
Stephen,
Martin,
did you
state
do
your
that because it was Soren who nominated?
I was gonna always pull my hand down. I'm dead. Soren's the demon. Martin, I think that you should, in spite, nominate Soren since he nominated you.
Yeah, okay. I nominate Soren.
Yes.
Martin has nominated Soren. State your accusation.
Because it's Soren and he's evil, and we know that. It's Soren's demon. George is the minion. Happy days.
That is correct. Wow. George is gonna pull his hand down.
Soren's defense.
And we shouldn't use our dead votes, so we need someone else to vote. If
We need three.
down.
We got through. We got through.
Yeah.
Good up, yeah.
Well,
I'm an
George-
outsider, so please don't kill me.
Oh, we switched to an outsider.
All right.
One of two, apparently.
All right, well, I
Yep.
guess I'll use my dead vote since. Well, no, that's so
Well,
stupid. Can we get another vote?
If we do have a Fangu game,
Don't
me.
use your dead vote. We'll get three.
6
Okay,
players are alive. 3 is
Okay.
majority. The vote will start with Steven.
it's really.
I don't think we're getting
Fuck
three.
it. I'm the barber. So yeah, if someone turns into the barber, if I die, then you know I'm telling the truth.
Guys,
Oh, George. Can you please kill George
Two
now?
is not enough.
George.
Soren is safe for
Please kill
today.
George. Guys.
I knew we
That
needed
was
to get
why I
three.
was claiming to be the librarian because I didn't want to come out as an outsider.
I know
That's
this
Steven.
isn't going to help Minosaur's case because you already think that we're evil together. But the conversation we had, me and Soren, for day one, is that I wanted to roll swap.
Yep.
Soren said he's not a good one to roll swap with because he's the barber, but he's going to claim librarian and say that he saw the barber. That's why that's the story that I went with as well.
I trust that he's the barber, so I don't think we need to get a kill. I do think it's a Fangu, and we can just wait.
That's the problem. That's why I was on the fence about killing you, Soren, because if you are the barber, which I believe that you are, and you've been Fangu jumped to already by Hella, then that's why I would. But I think we can still go back.
Can
to that
you
later.
please kill George now
Yep.
and then Søren
Alright.
tomorrow?
Final call
Hella,
for
what
nominations.
is going on with you, Hella, man?
I don't.
I'm the mathematician.
Joe, can you nominate George?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Matthew, who are you nominating?
George.
George,
Outrageous.
state your accusation.
Yeah, it's basically because I might as well come out with my info. I'm Town Crier, and I got a yes last night, and Stephen, George, and Hell were the only ones that nominated that day. And by process of elimination, I'm going with George.
Yeah, and I'm not the minion.
And Hell is reading Socially Good
Steven's
and
not the
died at night.
minion.
But
So,
Matthew
George
could
must
be
be
evil
evil.
and just be lying to be the town crier.
And George and Soren whispered, and
Like-
Soren double claimed multiple times and switched and pivoted.
Right,
So-
George's defense.
Loads of people nominated yesterday.
I can't believe you of all people, Stevens, talking about about going back on rolls. You literally claimed 3 rolls yesterday.
I think there's a bigger possibility that Matthew is evil and just claimed he saw an evil.
I honestly think that Matthew could be good, and I think that we got the minion. I think Stephen was a minion. Either that or Matthew's lying, but I think it's probably Stephen. That Stephen's bad. Do I come out with my roll?
Yeah, the
If I come out with my roll, if I come out with my roll, I'm just going to get killed tonight. But that could be a good thing because if it saves an execution and means the demon has to kill me instead of an extra death, then it could be good. So I'm just going to come out with it. I'm the fortune teller on night 0. So this is how you do it, Stevens. You remember that you got information night 0. So on night 0, I checked Kenny and Stephen and got a yes. And then last night I checked Martin and Helen and got a no.
How come are you saying that I could be the demon that swapped?
Yep, that is what he's saying.
He's
He's saying you're the Fangu.
Does the
You
fortune
were
teller
getting killed
go
in the night, Helle.
after the Fangu, though? Because if you were the Fangu and swapped by the time I made that check, then you would no longer be the demon. I just need to
That's
check
not how that works. The
Could-
Fangu would
could-
still be the Fangu.
Could we not have if we say we've got 2 outsiders? Can it
Okay.
Fango and Drunk.
That's fair enough then. Yeah,
That is
it could
true.
be.
If a fortune teller checks a dead Fangu, it would still register as checking a demon.
Okay, well, I no longer believe that Hella's the Fangu then. In light of new information.
Please kill George.
All right. 3 is enough to put George on the chopping block.
I
The
didn't
vote
know
will
that,
start
Hella. I thought
with
it registered as
Joe.
good, but
Oh, we need one more.
Oh.
it's outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous.
Yeah, I believe in George.
Look at Stephen. Look, he's using his dead vote just to
I
spite
had
me.
to. I had to.
3
People
is
are
enough?
not
Yeah.
being smart.
I was going to if he didn't.
George is on the chopping block. Last call for nomination.
Oh, I'm at worst the drunk, so this is not the worst thing. If I'm drunk, then good, but you're gonna be so sorry.
No.
No regrets.
You just saved Søren. You know that? So now hopefully he won't Fangu jump tonight.
Well, either way, we're killing him tomorrow. Either he's the demon or he's the barber, and we kill him.
Yeah.
All right. With that, George is executed.
Lovely.
Dies, and the game continues. You all can go to your breakout rooms.
But
Anyway, feeling pretty confident. I don't actually remember who is claiming outsiders. I kind of hope it's not the Fangu, because that could be potentially that he jumps. Potentially. So it's 5. It's going to be 4 tomorrow. If Soren dies, then I think we kill an outsider. Okay, I need to remember why I thought it was Soren. Soren double claimed my role, and Town Crier information said it was George. Would Soren play KG? Kind of don't think so. Matthew definitely not. I confirmed Kenny, and I didn't prompt him to say he was an outsider. I know nothing of George and Martin. So if there is a second outsider claim, I think the second outsider claim is Soren, which means I think that's Bolax, which means I don't think he's the Fangu. I think he's the Imp, which means he can't kill himself, or the Vigor Mortis, which means that, yeah, I think he's the Imp. Yeah, if that's the situation, I think we're doing excellent.
Welcome back, everyone. Matthew has died in the night. You are at your final 4. I will give you all 4 minutes to discuss.
Martin, can we talk?
Yeah, of course.
Can you want to come to my room?
Yeah, we'll do.
Hilla, you want to have a chat?
Yeah, let me chat with you. See what you have to say. Stay in your room.
Yeah.
Hella, if you're not evil, then I swear to Christ.
I don't think Soren just got Fangu then, though.
Kenny,
Is that? Yeah?
do you want to talk?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, we'll just leave the egg here.
So,
Soren's the demon.
yeah?
Yeah.
You think you got pit hagged?
He was the demon the whole time.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
And it's not a pit hag, Fangu then. Oh, sorry, I said pit hag. I meant Fangu.
I don't think it was a Fangu.
No.
No,
What?
Matthew doesn't play KG.
No. What could it be then?
I think it's an imp.
I always overlook that because I'm like, it's a bit too.
And we killed the minion, so he had to hang on to it.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing: is he didn't really have much of a choice because we suspected George and him, and if he killed himself, it would have gone to George, and we would have said, "Oh, it was a star pass," and we would have killed George anyway. So it's not like it really made a difference.
Do you know anything about Joe? I think he's the philosopher, but I don't know what he's done.
So Joe gave me a 3 for 3. He said mathematician, which is not. He said sage, and flower girl. So he could be either of those.
He told me mathematician or philosopher, and then Hella came out as mathematician.
So Joe, my man Joe is starting to be a little cagey.
Mm.
I lied to everyone but you, and you don't trust me.
When you say the words, I lied to everyone. But you is very hard to believe after that.
Well, here's the thing: as I actually did lie to you initially, but then I told you the truth since you did comply with my information. I did. So I don't like to prompt. If I say I'm the librarian, I'm literally giving you 4 choices to bluff from. If you're evil, then you can just say you're one of the bluff rolls, and 25% of the time, you're gonna pick an outsider that's not in play.
Mm.
So I
Yes,
didn't
but
want to
is it
give you that opportunity. So I first went to Joe, my first ping, and he did not claim to be an outsider. Then I went to you, and you claimed not only to be an outsider, but the one that I saw. So I knew you were telling the truth. And at that point, I told you that I was the librarian that saw you.
Yeah.
Now I realize that if you're the outsider, then I claim to be the librarian, which validates that. However, if I was a good role, why the heck would I have lied? And second of all, why would I have been the first to die? Well, I guess if you guys killed me, I could have been
I
evil.
did think that was because the theory of you were probably the minion. I was a bit like, well, I do think you're just naturally a wild card, but
Well,
like,
I was a top 4, so it didn't matter. It's unfortunate that there's been no evidence of the minion, except for the town crier, which did technically implicate me as well. So the town crier information said that me,
but it
Hella,
implicated
or
George as
George
well,
were the
which is
minion.
probably
What?
yeah. It pointed to George as well.
Yeah, but then the other funny thing is that if Matthew is evil, then he died. I guess technically he could have been the Fangu, but I don't think that's what happened. So I was immediately suspicious of Soren, and then Soren and George were talking, and then town crier information implicated George. It seems very solved at that point, since there's multiple pieces of information that's pointing at them as the evil team.
Yeah.
Everyone, I'll give you all 1 minute to discuss, and then nominations will be open.
What do we know about Martin? He hasn't voted one time. He hasn't
No,
done
there
it.
is Nottingham Forest supporter.
Yeah, we're very likely to. Well, usually usually we vote with our feet, but I always go to game, so.
I think I'm trusting Martin. I think he and I had a talk today, and I think both of our information check out with each other. And I think I'm going to trust that Martin is what he says he is. I'm not going to out him. He can out himself if he wants to, but I think he's good. So
there's nobody. So the two executions that have happened was Stephen and George. Now I knew nothing about what Stephen was doing first day, and I had a good chat with George, and I was quite happy with what George said. So I didn't want to vote on him. The other ones, I didn't know a lot. So
well, I was the witch, and my ability never worked.
Who did you witch?
That checks out.
Anyway, so Soren's the demon. I turned him into the demon because I'm the tag.
All right, nominations are open.
The witch / pit hack / librarian
nominate now, right?
/ recluse /
I'm nominating Soren.
Thank you.
No. I'm not evil, so if you kill me, we'll lose the game, because then we go tonight and the demon kills, and then we lose the game.
It's better to do
That's
it
my
tomorrow.
defense, but sorry, Joe, come with your accusation.
I don't mind waiting a day to narrow it down.
I don't think we should vote on this one.
Okay, Joe's accusation.
We only have.
I like voting on Soren.
Yeah, but it's better to vote tomorrow when we have 3 people instead of 4.
I'm not evil.
So everybody voting is evil, in my point of view, at this point.
If Soren's still alive tomorrow, he's getting a vote. But,
yeah, I know, and I'm not evil, so.
Okay, George is his minion because he's voting.
I just put my hand up because Hannah said anyone who votes is evil, and I just wanted to see your reaction.
All right,
We
Joe's
all know you're
accusation.
evil already, George, because it's you and Soren. We know that.
Joe's accusation.
No.
My accusation is, all right. I'm trusting both Martin and Kenny, which just leaves Soren. Soren got a flower. He's had a fortune teller ping. He's had a flower girl ping.
What?
Yes. And
when did I get a
fact
fortune
that
teller ping?
you got one, trust me. And then
Yeah, I know what happened.
And then Steven is pushing so hard on Soren because he knows we don't trust him. Therefore, we would go against anything he wants us to do.
Wow, Joe.
So,
wow.
But But Joe, we should wait until tomorrow.
But-
where we have 3
But
players instead of 4.
Steven keeps pushing. We should nominate me, and then you nominated me. So you're doing exactly as Steven is telling you to. You're his little puppet.
I just think it's funny that literally I'm pushing on the demon, and good players are going, Steven is pushing on the demon, so he's probably a minion. That is so bizarre.
Well, no, because you're pushing so hard that people go,
If
oh,
there is a
pushing
fortune
too
teller
hard, it
ping
can't
on
be
me,
him."
I would really love to know who the other ping is, because I'm not evil. So I
The other
think we should
ping's
go for
dead.
the other ping.
The other ping's already dead.
What?
Damning evidence.
So you're telling me there's a third fortune teller ping claim in this game?
Maybe just do it as a 3.
I just want to throw a piece of pertinent information out, which is that if the demon is not Soren, they should definitely not kill Soren, so that we can think it's Soren.
I'm not going to die because, well, you can kill me now, but then we lose the game.
All right, and with that, 2 votes is enough
We're
to put
sure there's no
Soren on
vortex,
the
right?
chopping block.
Would I like
And
you?
the vote
Oh,
will
it
start
could-
with
There's no
Steven.
No, it is not a vortex. It was not a vortex.
But you can just nominate a dead player and get votes on that.
Yeah,
one,
let's do that.
Right?
Yep.
So you can nominate me again. That's fine.
There was never a day with weird kills.
Well, that's
And-
not
So,
fun if you want to get killed again. Then I
Zero
would
is
like to
not
nominate
enough.
Matthew.
No.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I was thinking, I've heard.
Soren nominates
is the-
Matthew.
Yeah,
State
it's
your
just so we
accusation.
get one on the block in case we do have a vortex.
But-
I think we should all vote for this so we can't tie it later.
Well, I
and-
think George should
yeah.
vote, because then he'd lose his Evil Dead vote.
Yeah.
So
One the
why are we
voodoo
getting Matthew on the
in
block
this
here?
game.
Why are we? Why do we think there's a vortex?
It's just in
don't-
case we do
we're
have a
just making
vortex.
sure.
There's literally no reason not to do it.
Suppose.
It's just in case we do have a vortex.
Oh, sorry, Matthew's dead, isn't he? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, Matthew's dead.
Yeah.
And if you want a
Alright.
reason, Matthew was the other fortune teller ping.
Matthew's
Wait, oh.
defense from this
Get bonus.
corpse killing.
I don't. God damn it!
No-
That's the
no
third fortune
defense.
teller claim in
No
this
defense,
game.
just
It's
stick
pretty...
the fork in. I'm done.
All right, 2 is enough to put Matthew on the chopping block.
I was
Vote
never
starts
the
with
fortune
Soren.
teller. If I claimed it, then you just stop using that as your information to make things sus.
There's no point. In it. I'm gonna stick with my no vote just because we got 3 anyway.
Can we share our
3 is
information
enough.
tomorrow then? Because
Yeah, we have to share all information.
yeah.
Any other
because
nominations?
if you kill me
Can I
tomorrow,
ju- can I
we'll
just
lose
ask
the
as
game.
well, is this new fortune teller claim a philosopher fortune teller?
No, it's a
No.
mystic fortune teller. That doesn't need to pick. The storyteller just tells them what information they learned.
So if I think from what I've heard, there's a philosopher, and if they did turn into a fortune teller, I would appreciate it if they said which night it was, so I know if either of the times I chose I got bad information. or not.
And I don't think you're going to beat 3. We're going to end the day. Matthew is executed. The game continues. You all can go to your breakout rooms.
Please don't kill me tonight.
Welcome back, everyone. Joe has died in the night. This is your final 3, most likely the final day. I will give you all 8 minutes to discuss before I
Hey.
need a nomination.
Should we do a round the clock, or do people want to chat beforehand?
I don't think he
Did you say-
offered
Did you
chats.
say 8 minutes before nominations?
Before I need a nomination, or the game will end in 8
Okay.
minutes.
So nominations are open.
If you want to nominate, you can do it now.
Okay. No, just I wasn't sure what you meant.
Yeah, but should we do a round the clock so everyone can share their information before we start nominating?
Yeah.
You want? Gonna start.
Start with Matthew, 12 o'clock.
Okay. Town Crier, night 1, Stephen, George, and Helen nominated, and I got a yes.
Not second night. Did you die? When did you die?
Yeah.
Was it that night? Or was it? It was the next night. Was it?
Yeah, you only got 1 night of information, correct?
Yeah, he doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
0.
I'm an outsider. I'm the barber. I claimed Librarian and told Stephen and Helle that I saw them as the barber because I didn't want to come out in case one of them was a Fangu. Or evil, for that matter.
I was the librarian. I did a lot of shifty things, but ultimately, I saw Kenny as the klutz, which doesn't matter because it is the final day. I thought that we should kill him because then he could pick me, and I knew that I was good, and I was confirmed to him because I had seen him. But that's not how it played out, and I don't know. I think possibly the evil people think I'm suspicious, but I don't think any good people think I'm suspicious.
And I was the mathematician, and I learned a 0, so no one was malfunctioning the first night, except if I was poisoned, of course. And then I died, so I didn't learn anymore. Ken?
Yeah, I was the klutz. I told Stephen and George day 1, I think, and I think I told Joe day 2. And yeah, me and Steve did discuss me dying earlier than picking him, but I then thought I was kind of suspicious, so did initially then think he was the minion, but now I'm thinking, yeah, he was probably being honest.
I am the flower girl, and I've had all yeses, and only one person's nominated. Only person's gone voted every day. Sorry.
So you claim to
Yeah.
have received 4 yeses?
Yeah, how many days of information do you have?
We've done 3 votes, haven't we?
I don't know. You're the flower girl. It seems like
Yeah.
if you were keeping notes, you would be the one to tell us.
3 votes.
Yeah, so I was the fortune teller. I said my information before, but I'll just repeat that. So I got Stephen and Kenny, night 0, yes. And then night 1, Hella and Martin, no.
I was the philosopher. The night after George died, I went with fortune teller. So your information was good the whole time, and I trusted Matthew, so I went Matthew and Soren and got a yes.
Was that a bit late to use your power?
Why?
Because you in such a small game, you could have been executed.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to use it. I definitely didn't want to use it night 1, and then I thought about using it night 2, and I even was like, well, no, I'm going to wait one more night, and then I used it the next night. So, yeah, no, I think it was fine. There wasn't any suspicion on me, so there was no real reason I didn't feel like I needed to rush to use it.
But you could also have been the Fangu and now star passed to either Søren or Kenny.
Kenny, did you become the demon?
No, I'm still the klutz.
3 minutes left before I need a nomination.
The problem we got is that we didn't kill any of the outsider claims. So now the Fangu could have been, even if I'm not saying Joe was the Fangu, I think I trust Joe, but anyone that's died in the night could have been the Fangu that jumped out of Kenny or Soren.
Yeah. Well, I actually don't think we have a Fangu. I just think that Kenny is bluffing as an outsider. So that's why you got a ping on him.
So you're saying that Kenny's working with Stephen then? Because I mean, that's because Stephen's backing up Kenny.
Yeah.
In other words, you're telling me I've got to pick between Soren and Kenny.
Yeah.
But how did you keep track on who voted? Who could the demon be?
So I nominate Soren.
Did Søren nominate each day? Each day?
No, I voted each day.
Voted each day.
Yep. That's what the flower girl learns.
So
I nominate.
So you can kill me. We'll lose the game. That's fine.
I would love to lose the game by killing you.
I'll vote for myself. So
good.
But who do we think the other evil player is?
No matter who I nominate, no one will vote for it. So
Kenny, if you are the Fangu, then I will never trust you again.
Well, he's not the Fangu. He's the rigor mortis.
I still don't know why you would say you were the clutch to so many players in such a small game when we could have a Fangu.
Are we not doing this nomination, Alex?
Yeah.
But Soren never died.
Martin, are you nominating?
I nominated Soren.
Oh, okay. State your accusation.
Well, my evidence points at Soren. It's Soren or Kenny. Toss up, but my evidence says Soren, so therefore I nominate Soren.
Yeah, and because you say that, I think you're. I don't know, but I know I'm not evil. But no matter who I nominate, no one will believe me because everyone thinks I'm evil. So I'm going to vote for myself.
If this doesn't go through, if this whatever happens, Soren, I think I'd nominate Kenny. I'll vote for Kenny if you nominate him.
Okay. But because Martin says I'm evil, it makes me very suspicious of him because I'm the only one who have nominated and I'm not evil. So that's why I think his flower girl information is full of crap.
Okay, well, obviously Soren's going to pull his vote, so we definitely need to get at least 4, including Soren, so after he pulls his vote, we don't lose.
2 is enough to put Soren on the chopping block. Vote starts with Steven.
Well,
Hello,
it doesn't matter.
are you not going to vote?
Because no matter who I nominate, no one will vote with me.
Soren's going to pull his vote. Oh my goodness.
You have to have one more on
yes,
him.
hello, why didn't you vote?
Okay, I'll pull my vote.
Because I hoped that either
2
Joey
is
or
enough.
Matthew would vote.
Soren is
we
marked
will.
for execution.
So
Any
obviously,
other
if you're
nominations?
not, if you are the demon now, we can end the game because we obviously aren't going to kill you. But if you're not the demon, Soren, if you vote for Kenny, I think we've got the votes here to kill Kenny.
Yeah, but with Martin's information, it just doesn't add up. Because he says I'm the only one who have not voted every day, and I'm not evil.
So yeah, but I think he might be the minion because I got, according to Joe, if Joe's telling the truth, which I think he is,
So
my
in
information
fact,
was right.
we could
I got
have
a no on
BotC
Kenny.
game the entire time, and people could have gotten wrong
Maybe.
information. Correct?
Mine.
I'll nominate Kenny.
Wow.
Soren has
Or did you
nominated
say
Kenny.
you had a no on Kenny?
No, so I don't know on Martin, but if he's a Vortox, obviously that means he is.
If all the fortune teller pings are wrong because of BotC game, and the flower girl information is wrong, and the town crier information is wrong, then it's Kenny. But you won't believe me because you all think I'm evil.
It doesn't actually. None of this matters. It's a charade. You're gonna win, so you don't need to whatever.
No, because I'm good.
Yeah, and you're gonna win because you're gonna tie the vote, and then you were gonna lose.
It was a tie.
You are currently tying the vote.
Yeah, we need another vote on this.
Kenny's the BotC. And everyone has gotten all his information.
George, you shouldn't vote because if you tie it and you're good, you'll lose.
If it's Soren, we've already lost. What's the point? So what's the downside in this?
The downside is that there are 2 people voting and you are causing good to lose. So you are obviously evil.
I really think we have a BotC game and all the information people have received the entire game is wrong.
If Soren is the demon, we've already lost.
Kenny's defense.
I was the klutz. Steven saw me day one, and I've just been sat there all day.
He was the klutz. Now he's the BotC. Sorry.
Who? If he was the klutz, who was the Vortox to begin with?
Kenny.
What?
He's been the Vortox the whole time. So Steven's information. So it's Kenny and Steven. Is what you're saying?
Fortune teller information is all wrong.
2 is enough to put. 2
is
is
the
enough
town
to
crier
save
information
Soren.
wrong?
3 will put
apparently.
Kenny on the chopping block. The vote starts with Martin.
Because it told that a minion voted, but if Steven, Helle, and George ain't a minion, then that is false. And the flower
George,
girl
you were one of the
information is
lads,
false.
George. How could you betray me? You were one of the lads.
Kenny is marked for execution.
I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. But
I believe Kenny is the only person who can nominate.
So there's only Martin I can nominate
Yeah.
left, isn't there? I could nominate a dead person.
There's no point in that.
Yeah, because we don't have a
Nominate
BotC
All
Martin.
on my sword.
You can nominate Martin.
No, I nominate no one.
All right.
You have
Kenny
one.
has elected to nominate no one, meaning he is executed and dies.
So Martin is the demon.
Do you want to make a pick, Kenny?
A pick. Oh yeah. I pick Martin as my klutz.
Ah, darn. Martin wins. And so does Kenny.
Yeah.
So it was Martin.
The Vortox has won the game.
Wow.
Well, I think that game was very close. It came down to Kenny picking the bluff for what Steven saw, just, I believe, out of cold air. We'll start at the top. Matthew was the town crier who got 1 night of information. It was Vortox because no minion nominated. Soren was the barber, never got swapped. Stephen was the librarian who saw Kenny or Joe as the klutz, which was a demon bluff. Hella was your mathematician who got a 0 because 3 people malfunctioned due to the Vortox, including Hella. Kenny was your Scarlet Woman, who Martin actually contemplated killing himself at the final 5 at night to pass on to Kenny.
I was so
But he
close.
stood his ground.
So close.
It was
You weren't
close.
suspicious at all.
So close.
Martin was your starting Vortox, was always the Vortox, who got bluffs of Washerwoman, Flower Girl, and Klutz. He took Flower Girl and got the correct number of nights. Very well played. George got 2 nights of Fortune Teller info, one of which was Kenny and Steven with a yes, because Vortox has to get a wrong information. And then Martin and Hella no, because Martin's the Vortox. Joe was your starting Philosopher, who changed his ability into the Fortune Teller on night 3. Picking Soren and Matthew got a yes, because I created Joe as his own red herring. Thought that'd be really funny. And Matthew was the red herring for George. Never was
George, we
Okay.
had Martin when I nominated him.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was close. Got 3 votes, I
Yeah.
believe, on the demon
Oh,
that day.
but there were so many days where we nearly didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, there was one day where it was like close.
Every time Alex came to see me, I went, this close. It's close.
Well done, guys.
I really
Yeah,
found
sorry, Stephen, I lied to you like straight to your
Yeah.
face the whole game.
Yeah, and I did want to get you killed right
job.
away, and you masterfully pulled that off. Oh, but I don't trust you because you lied.
I've done nothing but lie to you in every single game we've played.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Would you have been mad at me if I'd have passed the Vortox on to you?
I don't think it would have been a smart move. I think because people thought it was a fang, it could have went to me.
That was it. I thought it was Fangu the whole game. I just wanted to kill either Kenny or Soren.
I really wanted Soren to nominate first before you, Martin, though, and if he didn't, or we could have tied it and then ended as a Vortox. I thought that would have been good.
Yeah.
I was hoping Soren would nominate first, and then we just match it, or just it wouldn't have been enough.
I nominate Soren because I nominate Soren. It's what
Can I see the Grimoire?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up. Here it is.
I like loading. It's quite fun.
Yeah, I did not expect that game to go that way. I thought maybe Steven would get his way and kill Kenny day 1, and maybe Kenny would pick Martin, and that would maybe set up Martin for a long run.
I was considering that, yeah. But I was so close to bluffing as Washerwoman, and literally, because I said I'm going to go Washerwoman, and I thought, last second, I was like, no, I'll go Klutz.
Yeah, because it confuses the outside account as well. It's always a benefit.
Just trying to convince everyone it was a Fang Goose, then we just forget about an execution for a Vortox.
Did you talk to Martin before you talked to Stephen?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I spoke to Martin.
But that would have been impressive if you pulled Klutz out of nowhere.
Yeah. So if Stephen had talked to Kenny the first,
yep.
Yeah, and he claimed Klutz, then that would have been awesome.
Yeah, it was quite lucky because first day I generally just sit there and talk to whoever's left, and we were down to 3 of us.
Martin, do you remember what I said before the game? Statistically speaking, you should be evil today.
Well, my worldview was horribly wrong. Not sure why Hella didn't vote. Kenny and Martin were evils, so when Soren nominated bad, the game was over. So I guess at the point when Soren was nominating, it was a 50-50. And see, I even have this marked wrong here, because I'm so confused. He was the Scarlet Woman, and he was the Vortex. That's a pile of crap. I never considered that. So why did I see wrong? I'm assuming I was the drunk. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Well, anyway, I had the image there. The Vortex. Oh, because it's a vortex and I get bad information. That's why. Huh. Ain't that a disappointment? Anyway, thanks for watching.